this rainy ass Wednesday. I did actually miss the launch there, Josh, but I watched it later. That was interesting. Let's see here. We had, of course, some of the early crew. Gassy Masher was in there. Joe Russ went to bed. I think Via Franco was there, hopefully staying hydrated. Joe Russ, Phil in the kitchen, Gas Master, Franco Walker. Yeah, Mr. S, there is Phil right there. Josh showed up early. What's up, Delta Mike? Clive C, Mr. S, C2S. There's the Slippy Fish, Garage, D Wood, TJ. What's going on there, Boink? So, there's some revelations with the chat thing. The one we have on here, we're going to keep on screen for now, but it turns out it's missing YouTube messages. Killer Mike noticed it on some of his streams, so I pulled up YouTube chat and the Social Ninja or Social Stream Ninja chat next to each other, and it misses YouTube chats all the time. Like, I did not notice that. I'm wondering, like, yeah, the only thing that would be on there would be from Twitch. But I'm wondering how many YouTube comments I've missed using the new plugin that I just didn't see. So I'm back to the old plugin, which works brilliantly. So, sound is intermittent. Shouldn't be. Everybody else's sound all right? Looks good here. Not seeing any problems. Another channel has their YouTube stop also showing. Top chat. Oh, yeah. But now, like, it's weird. Wasn't even like a top chat versus all messages thing or whatever. It was just straight up missing like a bunch of stuff Mr. S said like before the stream started, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? But it works great for Twitch, so we're gonna leave that up there for now. I'm gonna use the old one, which doesn't have the avatars here, and see if I can find something that doesn't suck. Because like Social Stream Ninja was supposed to be like the fucking cat's meow for combined chat, but it's not doing good. Well, yeah, there's a bunch of them out there. I have a one from something that a YouTuber that focuses on OBS stuff. They they have a plugin. I want to see what it involves, because some plugins you got to install other stuff and this and that and that, but I want to see what I can find that's just works, like, you know what I mean. C2S, the outside mic is pretty much useless. It's actually not outside. I put it out there, turned it on, and pardon headphone users, are basically all you heard like, it was just wind, rain, everything. It was just noise. So, we'll, kind of, I just brought it in. Like, it's just really windy, rainy outside today. It's kind of craptastic. That is muted. Okay, game stuff muted. Okay. For some reason, when I move my mouse, it moves the volume slider. Clicking outside the window fixes it. Yeah, sometimes I get that sometimes. YouTube just hangs on to it, and you're like, as you're moving the mouse around. Yeah, I don't know why it does that, but it does that to me a bunch. Damn, hold on. All right, so why don't we, there's a lighter. Why don't we start off with our usual phone call? Hello? Yep. Nope, I got nothing. Nope. Couldn't come up with a fucking thing to say. So I'm just gonna sit here and waste a minute and stuff before I really answer this phone. Yeah, they're fine. They're fine. Twitch test. There we go. All right. Hey, what's up, Andy? All right. Yeah. If I figure something out, I'll talk to you later. All right. Cheers, everybody. Yeah, it really sucks. I wonder how many messages I've missed in like the past few streams of using the new one. Oh, and I watched someone called Tyrone Shoelaces. He's like one of the big Scum guys. Like he has a backpack in the game. Like if you've ever watched me play Scum or you've played it, there's a backpack that kind of almost looks like Nightmare Before Christmas skull thing on it. It's like black and white and a little bit of red. Like that's his backpack. Like for him in the game. I've been watching his streams lately, and I won Crisis Remastered last night by entering his giveaways. Like, you know, the old Crisis that used to melt computers. Well, there's like the quote remastered version that I got for free. Installed it. Probably try playing it in the next couple days. Anyway, we'll do another one of these, then we'll do a vertithermal removal. Then we'll get to the engine. Don't worry, folks. And today we start on the rocker rails. Let's see. Vertithermal removal. What's up with chat? Cotton Barrett, the German is here. What's up, buddy? What's up, Kevin? Jacques Attack. Yeah, and Stream Elements is probably just going to stay. Stream Elements, for what I use it for, is very dependable, and it's already set up. Unless I find some... And that's the other thing. I don't necessarily want to have all my features in one piece of software, because if that piece of software fails, there's the whole fucking thing. You know what I mean? So that's the other thing you got to think about, too, when you're setting up all this stuff. But anyway, let's play with fire. Get on the correct screen. Enough talk of reasonable stuff. Let's play with fire. One. Ooh. One for Freddy. One over here. Yeah. Cleaning cobwebs every day. All right. Kind of set that out of the way. How are we doing up here? Not too bad. Okay. All right. Playing with fire is fun. Yes, Kevin. Mother was wrong. When used responsibly. Yeah, or, irresponsibly, however it works. Whatever works. Exactly. I don't suffer from insanity. I enjoy every minute of it. That's about right. Okay. So there's that. There's that. We did that. I guess it's time to start building marker rails. Camera. Let's make sure the camera's working. Is that right? Yeah. Yeah, that's the Lego one. Yeah. Leg overhead. Alright. Mouse there. Actually, that's where chat's at. So we'll put the mouse next to the flashlight. And get the mouse over here. And rockers. Okay. Can I get a little bit of zoom there, boss? Yeah. Little 125, baby. I'm old, motherfucker. What's up, Chris? Sauce? Center myself up here. Ish. Come on. There we go. Okay, don't fall. Oh, come on, buddy. I did actually remember to tighten the spring like a while ago. It's a little better. And this will be floating around because it's kind of like tippy, but that seems to be just fine. So let's put that there. And we need bits and pieces We need a number or a number C. Good job, asshole. A letter C. We need crap ton of rockers. Okay, let's just get the rockers out. There's other parts in here as well, so we got to be careful. Because some of them, I can see some of them are like inside of other parts, and I don't want to be flinging stuff the wrong way and this and that and something about your mom. And... Yeah. Speaking of your mom, Scum servers. If you play Scum, good luck, because like they're going through a bunch of updates because they changed from anti-easy cheat or easy anti-cheat or whatever the fuck that blue bear was over to BattleEye today. Surprise! And like some people can't see servers, some servers aren't starting, some aren't updating correctly, all this shit. So good luck. Like I can't see some of Luke's servers. Mike can't see his server, but I can see his server. It's just weird. Anyway. Well, this lends the question: where's the rockers? Ah, is that what these fuckers are? All right. Ah, there it is. Question mark, question mark, question mark. So I'm guessing, hey, yeah, that happens to be the exact right length. Oh, just a coincidence, man. All right. And we have 4 of these. We do. So I'll take 2 out. I'll take all 4 out. We're going to do all the rails. Okay. A, B. Get these out. That. Yeah. A quorum of Franks. Are we fully franked? I'm not seeing many Franks right now, not on this screen. Unless they've all silenced themselves. What's up, Top Smoke? Shafts. He said shafts. 8 of these. These are the risers for the shafts. That's a bolt, not a shaft. Clink. Clink. Oh, that stupid bolt. We got the ends. We got the shaft. We got the rockers. We got the standoffs. We need springs. Okay, there's the springs. These I'm just going to put in a separate thing because there ain't no fucking way I'm just setting these things down on the table because you know how that's going to go. They're already disappearing. Where'd that gun go? Yeah, just freaking camouflage. All right. 26 and 27. Okay, and these are the adjusters and lock nuts for the rockers. All right. Well, that's either way, it's going to be small and monotonous. Let me give you some zoom here. Good job. And move the mouse. Move that so I can see what you see. Move this. These up here. Let's build the rockers. Let the excitement begin. Let's see, make sure so that I'm not flipping you off. So that is center. All right. And BattleEye anti-cheat. Well, there goes playing Scum. I don't do kernel level anti-cheats. No, I'm fine with the kernel level stuff. I mean, Doom's got the, what is it, the Nuvo or the something or whatever. I'm fine with it. I mean, that's just where we're at in gaming today. It's just the next level. But Battle Eye isn't. I don't know that Battle Eye is much better than fucking Care Bear. Oh wait a minute. Nope. Yeah, I'm doing this wrong. We have to thread these on first, and then these nuts go on top because the adjustment is a little tiny slot, and the push rods actually sit in that. All right, cool. Noted. Here's the center. Go ahead and put springs on the floor so you know where the. Yeah, really. Great. Might as well be efficient about it and just immediately get around to just tossing them on the floor. All right. One. Hang on, everybody. It's gonna be excitement. The excitement. Supposedly not going to rain tomorrow during the day, and as such, I will be down at the ports installing tracker on. Some what the fuck are they? Turberg. Jockey trucks, like like the tractors that pull, like tractor trailers, the tractors that pull shit around the yard. I could work on some more of those. Rockers and rollers, we rocking and rolling. What's up, Simon? How you doing? Hello, Simon, not from Australia. Where is it? Is there someone that hangs out sometimes if Simon's the last name? Checking in to the Chillest channel. What's up, Matambalai? No, we got excitement coming. We got these rockers going together. Trying to keep everybody calm, but yeah, we have to get out the riot gear. Doo-doo. Yeah, I don't even want to take those out. These are fine because they're just big and clunky and silver. Shiny. Easy to see even on a weird fucking carpeted floor. It's almost like a marbleized carpet in here, whatever, just base color random fucking thread thing, and then there's stains in it from the previous tenants. Which bits are the tappets? Tappets. Oh, what the fuck are tappets? Or you mean is those the lifters? And I forget which word tappets equates to. God, I haven't heard that word in a long time. If you mean lifters, those are already in the block. I can show you those shortly. What's going on there? Go to your home. Wow, seriously? Maybe if I get back closer to the center of the camera, it'll work. Oh man, I hope this is just me being a derp and this isn't like, this nut isn't like threaded wrong. Wow, seriously? Yeah, the thread is through the rocker, so if there's a thread issue, it's going to be in this nut. Yeah, it does seem like there might be something wrong with this. Maybe. Because like I said, it threaded the rocker fine. It kind of starts the thread. Let me set that one up there. I'll try that on a different rocker. Let's see what another one does. Well, let's see. Not from down under. Yep. yep. Definitely not. Yeah, we sorted that out the other day. I forget. I thought I had like three people from the, what is that? Pacifica? Or no, not Pacifica. The hell do they, oh, that was a little bit of a skip in the thread. What do they call that in gray zone? That area of like Australia, New Zealand, like not Pacifica. Is it Pacifica? Something like that. I only knew about it because it was in gray zone. What's up, JNMS? Why? How are you? Feel like it's been a moment. Oceania, that's it. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, Oceania. I feel like I have like three-ish people. When I got Brad's Guitar Garage stops by every once in a while. Stop by him every once in a while. I thought there was a Simon or a something Simon or Simon something that was there. I don't know, I forget why that came up the other day on stream. Yeah, I guess, yeah, everything seems fine now, so we're good. So anyway, continuing on. I didn't put these on right yet. Yeah. There's the term collet that I have heard of. I don't know that we have any collets. And we may have some with, no, that's not hard tubing. Like, I have collets. Those being the things you put over hard tube, like the little brass collar that you put over as a collet that is used for compression fittings. But I feel like collet has all other words, or I'm sorry, other definitions as well. Yeah, that's the right way. Potential spam. All right, let's see. And yeah, they're what the cam pushers. Okay, so yeah, that would be the, I guess, the lifters then. Those are. They're in there. They're in there. There's right there. Boop. Is that magnet? Is that magnetic? It's a DC motor, asshole. Yes, there's probably a magnet involved. Does anyone remember Simon Bar Sinister and what cartoon he is from? I do not. Rockers out with your conkers out. Yeah, pretty much. A full top end engine kit. Where is that? Is that in my garage now, or is that in here? Might be downstairs. Still got to get around to checking that engine. But it's just now finally starting to kind of warm up to like every day. It's not only warm on the days I'm working and then rainy on the weekends. I also need to get my lawn cut. Probably do that Friday. If it doesn't rain tomorrow, that'll give it a day to dry out just to make it easier to mow. I'm going to drop the mower deck to just about stir the dirt mode. Cut that short as hell. Also, I am sad for getting overexcited over the sheer genius of the ice. The ice? Which ice? Internal combustion engine ice? Underdog? Someone says Underdog may have had Simon Bar Sinister. Top of the hour toast. Yeah, hold on a sec. Let me get this Nizza on. Let me get my nut on. Nut on. Alright. Here's. Pick this one up, what, yesterday? An Arrow. Ooh. Zoom. This is, was it strawberry? No, yeah, this is strawberry cheesecake. Yeah. Pretty good stuff. Cheers, everybody. I don't think we've heard Bass Guy in a while. Like even the past few streams we've had uh, the microphone going. I think we heard something bassy at one point, but it was kind of early. And it wasn't like for an extended period of time like Bass Guy usually does. So, I don't know. I don't know that anyone's moved out. That's the wrong thingy. Ooh. Perhaps his amplifier ate itself because he left laundry sitting on top of it. That's feasible, right? Is there an extra nut? Or is that maybe that's a nut for something else? I don't think we skipped a nut. Doesn't look like it. Center. Doo doo. Collar around the top half of the valve. Oh yeah, they got little. These just have little C-clips, and then the pedestal and the spring. But to get the C-clip out, you actually have to push down the retainer as well. So they're in there pretty good. Like we didn't put those together. Those came pre-installed, but I like that's cool. Because I can see that getting those spring retainers on would be a pain in the ass without like a specialty tool. Because I'd be worried about trying to grab the valve and then marring the surfaces with whatever tooling I was using. But then if I use soft tooling, sometimes you just can't get it to do what you need to do, especially when you're working with springs. Come on, man. Everybody's watching you and judging you. Like, wow, that's a bad screw. Yeah, can't even get the nut. Guys are not working well together. All right, well, that's just going to fuck off over there, I guess. Let's try another one. Like, I'm wondering if this is picking up a burr as it's going through the aluminum. And I'm fighting off that burr because I kind of see little aluminum bits here and there. Giggity. Split collet to hold both the inlet and exhaust valves under constant. Oh, okay, yeah. Another collet, yeah. Oop, wrong way. Thought I called it. Speak of the devil, that thread had a burr in it. I don't see anything on the threads. So let me give them a little scrubbing loving. Let's see what this guy does. I actually see a burr on it further down. Come on, man. I need tiny hands for this. Like a 40x magnifying glass for my old ass. God, I gotta get to the eye doctors one of these years. If I can't get this one on, there's that what appears to be an extra nut. I'll try that. God damn. Gotta make the last one the fun one. Cool. Gotcha. Cool. All right. Do that. All right. Ugh. Yes, very fiddly, Simon. Very. I do not remember Eric Wimp. Eric Wimp, there, boy. What's up, Norman? After all those fiddly rockers, you need what? I could use one of these. Huh? Whoa, what was that? Ah, there we go. Yeah, let's do a stretch. I'll take that. Oh shit! There we go. Hold on. Do the thing where you put your arms under your chair things and crack your back. Yeah, that's it. Let me get the legs. Oh yeah, appreciate that. Thanks, bud. Nice. All right. Cool. All right. So we got the springs there. We have the little retainer blickies there. Rockers, little fiddly, more fiddly parts. Okay. Let me. Oops, sorry. Grab. Hey. Actually have water in here. Woo. Yeah, we can't have child labor putting these together. We need them for the diamonds. Not the diamonds are actually rare, they're just controlled to elevate their or inflate their value artificially. I think that's, yeah, okay. So I'm guessing we're just slapping this right on the end. Ooh, let's make it even. I'm not going to make it mega tight yet. Get everything on there, make sure that this doesn't, make sure like something doesn't need to change. Then I'll fasten it appropriately. Plus, I don't know, we may need to take up slack. Well, okay, this is, so we got this. Then and then a riser. Okay. Okay. Another rocker. We will rocker you. One there. I'm never going to install the spring like that again because it caught a little bit of tension, and then if I would have borked that, I would have flung that French toast all across the yard. No bueno, yo. I would hate to lunchbox that spring. So, let's do that. Much more control. All right. Go team venture. There we go. Oh, wow. I'm way off. I was down here. Holy shit. Sorry. God damn. I got to look at that screen a little more. Make sure I'm where I think I am. That. Especially when I'm zoomed in. Come on. All right, we got rada. And another set. So this will actually be under tension. Okay, so there's no taking up slack. That's good. Less chance of goofing something up if it just sorts itself out. Make sure these are all right. Of course, it's going to make that part a little interesting. Get this out. Enough. That's not enough. Like there is only like maybe a thread and a half on that little fucker. I need to get a rocker arm on and then get this on while there's spring tension. That shouldn't be too bad. That in the hole. One there. Flush. There we go. Here, let me like kind of line them up a little bit. Just kind of stick them on the table. Or put them on the glass, whatever one works for you. Put them on glass. There we go. I don't know what the hell it's trying to focus on. There's one. At least it goes together, relatively quickly. Give this a little extra. Give this a little extra. I may need to undo them to even them up, but they should have to see what kind of clearance we are offered once we go to install them. Oh, it's super fiddly, Chris. Yeah, definitely. Farkin' fiddly. But it's fun fiddly. But yeah, it's that kind of fiddly that your fingers start getting sore. You're like, oh, come on, man. Like when you're trying to get some tiny screw started. Well, I mean, that's exactly what I was doing, but like at work and shit like that. You got some weird angle you got to work at, and your fingers are just like, nah, man, like this ain't no good no more. Pop them bursts of bubbles. Fuck you, nitrogen. Subsonic Subaru. Can you imagine the difference between hot and cold lash if you had to lash them? Like 50, 10,000s difference would probably be too much play. Well, apparently you're supposed to set them to 0.1 millimeter of lash, which is disappointing because the only feeler gauges I could find only go to 0.254. So the proper set of feeler gauges, because I don't feel like digging through my truck because it's raining, and who knows if they'll actually be out there. You'd understand why I'd say that if you had a service van. So I just ordered a set, another set for in here. They're like $10 at Amazon. They'll be here tomorrow. So we'll get valve lash like just in the area. Obviously not, and then next week we'll set proper valve lash. But yeah, it doesn't, it's cold lash, luckily, from what I can see. It's not a Mazda. Alright, where's this guy? Get it in the hole. Been a while. Come on. Come on. Oh, now you're just being a butthead. Whoa, noise. Give a toast. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna, that may take a minute. So yeah, we'll do that. What's up, Mr. S? Appreciate that. Happy 420, everybody. Ooh. Can you smoke that for me? Happy 420, everybody. Much obliged. Alright, let's see if we can get this dang thing on here. Let me just grab that. Pinch it. Like I'm pinching your mom. That. Okay. Okay. And make them flat. Up here somewhere, right? Yeah. That way, please. There we go. All right, who's out of whack here? Who's sleeping? Come on. All right. Ugh. Cigarette papers. Well, I use matchbooks for setting pretty much any kind of automotive points. Just the thickness of your typical match book. I feel like oh yeah, the ones I had I threw in my pack, didn't I? Yeah, yeah. But yeah, just like your old school matchbook, you can use them for setting automotive points. What's the spec? People are like, what's the spec on points? Fucking matchbook, man. I don't know. Go to the gas station. Go get your free Yeah. Your free timing tools. 12. What? Lock the two. Lock. We're saying 12. Number 12. Yeah. Number 12 is one screw. So, guessing they meant number 6. Because number 12 was, I believe that was, yeah, that was one thing. That was one screw for, I think that may have been that one right there. So they must have meant number 6. Because that, let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 8. Yeah. Oh, there's 10 of those. Shit. 10 of those, but only. What do we have? Do we have any of? There's 8 of. There's 8 of these. And these. What are we threading into? We're threading into the block there, through the block. So this would be number 2. Maybe they meant to say number 2, not number 12. Let's see. Let me. Hold on. Let's just pull this over. Let's see. Basically thread this until it hits bottom, giggity. And see, move one of these over and see if it would actually work. No, because I can fit that in between there. I feel like that's too long. I mean, I might be hitting a burr or something. It's got to be these, though. There's nothing else that would work in here. All right, we're going to go with it being a typo. We'll slap these on and see what happens. So we got that right there. Actually, do I have that in handle form? That would be probably a little quicker as I waste time making a quicker tool. You know how that works. Alien wrench. It's an alien wrench. Alright. Okay, now we also got to make sure that all these rockers go into their correct holes. So we're going to have to pick them up, I guess. Let's say. I want to do this. That's our correct formation, yes. All right. That's going to be a problem. That's, is that going to be a problem? No. Okay. The adjusters are so far up that the rockers aren't seating in it, but that just means I can pull them back one at a time and seat them later and not have to do it right now all at once. So we're going to go with it. Because then I can tip it up, thread it, thread it down, pull it forward, thread it down, like that. That'll make it easier because then these will just drop right on. All right, cool, cool. All right, let's see what happens when I put this screw in right here. No, that might be it. Oh, that's tight. All right, we're good. No, it's these. Okay. All right, so that's a typo. Luckily, not too difficult to figure out because you've used up a fairly significant amount of the hardware already. All right, cool. Didn't they use blue tack in the UK when dismantling to help decommission a reactor? Maybe. Does that glow? Oh, would that glow under that? What's the bearing for in the box? That is an idler pulley from the looks of it. Let's tweet. Let me go through and torque all these real quick. Click. Click. That's a solid click. And click. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Alright, let's get this other one on, then we'll do yeah, and at that point we'll just do it as we adjust the valves. We'll adjust the valves and set the rockers all at once. So we definitely gotta make sure they're at least in the bottom though. Yeah. And if some of them are up a little high, we can always rotate the engine a little bit. Like some of these are a little high. I think they'll be fine. But just in case. Yeah, a couple of those were wanted to be put into the hole. Should be fine. Yes, there was an unseated one. Thank you there. Sauce. I don't think that would have been an issue. I'm sure like we could have sorted it out most likely without having to take this back off, but always good just not to have an issue to begin with. Doom, 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 doom. Are all these loose? Got a little tension on it. Oh, that's got a little tension on it already. Or is that just... Oh, okay, yeah, that rod's sitting... Oh, wow. That's really high. Okay, so we do have one of those sitting weirdly, so... Oh, well, nothing's... Oh. Gotta push it down, I guess. doing on these? Yeah, actually, there's a few of them that are sitting funny. All right, and we may actually have to loosen these. There's a bunch. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. We got one weird one here. Okay. That one. And this one. Alright, they're all seated properly now. Looks like top and bottom. Good, good, good. Alright, cool. I forget which side I was on. That seems pretty tight. That does too. Yeah, I think this is the one we just did. Yeah. Click. My first car ran on foot power, says C2S. Yeah, I had a, see, my first mobile thing was a, the classic red, blue, yellow with black wheels, like big wheel. But then I got a green monster. That was over my grandparents' house. That thing was wild. They still make a version of it, but it's not the original. That's for sure. We still may have a couple that are going to pop out until we adjust these. Now let's see. All right, let's come up with a safe word. Let's go ahead and loosen all of these nuts. Sad. Like you too, man. You're. I need you to play the game too. There you go. Right. Where is? Like that one, we're gonna have to drop down a pinchy pinch initially, because it is big gap there. Ooh, okay, not that one. Oh, I know I had a, didn't I? Didn't I? Did I? Yeah, I do have a little tiny flathead out there somewhere. Oh, what's this guy? Oh, no. Well, carpenter, there it is. Right. First, let's get that back on a little bit. Yep. And I'm going to have to get some oil. Ooh, that whole push rod fell out. Front and center. And obviously, this is going to have to go down some. Like any of these that can fall, like, yeah, all these, we're going to run it down. Maybe 2 turns. That should be bottom. That's bottomed out. That's bottomed out. All right. Well, 2 turns really isn't even enough to hold it in. Yeah, about 2.5. Then I'll get some oil on here as well. I'll tighten them just enough that they stay. which on most of these is just a turn or like 2.5 turns. All right, those are staying. Same thing over here. And the camera. Loosey goosey. Phew. Scruff won't get a job at Ford. Yeah, why would I want to work at that fucking place? I have a Chevy bow tie tattooed over my heart. It hurts that I have to drive a Ford for work, but you know, I mean, it gets the bills paid. So come on, buddy. There you go. What we can do here. That fucker went flying. Damn. That's obviously got some oil on it already. Just a tough grab, too. There we go. That seems like it's on there pretty good. All over the place. Of course, the ones that are on there pretty good are going to be tight. And that's not on there good. I had to adjust the valve to find out. Or we'll touch it. See, even the ones that don't need adjusting still need to go down at least 2 turns to get close to what they're supposed to be. Make sure I do that. Okay. Okay. This one, there you go. Phew. Okay, oh yeah, let's get some lubricant going here for them. That's an oil hole right there. I'll just go right into that as well. Down on the push rods. So we have an oil pan on here, so that's whatever extras, whatever. Down in there. Down in them springs. Same thing over here. Squeezy there, squeezy there, there. The ends. This end, that end, this end, that end, this end, that end. This end, that end. Now we'll get into the spring area. Get some down the push rods. All right. Just put a little extra here. All right. We have a Luby valve train. Someone but random at the next company-wide meeting. We need to have words about the company. And I told him I wanted a Chevy. But that's all they had at the time, and that's the tallest van they have is the Ford. So at least I can mostly stand up in it. All right, let's see what this thing does. Don't hold the valves. Some of them are moving. We're getting a little hung up, I think, in that bushing. Alright, well, that's top dead center. Those three should be, I think. Alright, so we'll do these three and that one just wang. So I just need to go down more. Where's the screwdriver? Okay. What do we have? Never mind, I'm ready for a Moving the record arm down. Continue to rotate the line on down reaches the upper stop. Continue to reach. They're almost 30 degrees. I want you to come to the top and then rotate the engine about 30 degrees. So you're doing this like that's their temperature adjustment, I guess. I guess. Well, we got to get this done at least closely before we put the intake on. Like that. At the top of. A lot of these just aren't getting pushed back down. It may just be because there's just not enough tension on them yet. That one's top dead. And they want 30 degrees more. About 30 degrees more, and that's where they want us to set the gap. Okay. So I guess we'll just kind of go through these one at a time. I'll just get a basic gap on them, just enough that it's not sitting on it. And I'll just kind of finger lock that in. Whoa, what happened there? Oh. Local MILFs are waiting to crank your shaft. Okay. We're gonna have to loosen that up. The adjustment seems to be right about there. So let's spin this down. Alright, let's find another one. Okay, we got number right about there. Make sure that. See, I feel like I'm drifting with the engine here. Yeah, I'm not going to bother hitting it with the feeler gauge. I'm just going to, like I said, just make sure there's looseness. Just enough to make sure we're holding in the push rod and not losing anything else. That one's not moving for some reason. It's got a little bit of slack in it. There's going to be some rough adjustments till some of these we may have to. I'm a little concerned if these don't kind of work themselves out by us working the engine. We may actually have to go back in and pull these bushings out. Because feels like we may have some scrapey action going on. That's a little concerning. I can eyeball about where these valves need to be. That is loose as shit when it's down there. That doesn't seem right. Let's see. Let's get some of these set a little deeper here. We may end up, I may have to stare at these instructions for a minute, maybe watch a video or two to make sure we're doing this right for this engine. Because obviously you don't want to mess this part up. And the instructions are not awesomely translated. But I know enough about what I know to know how much to safely throw an adjustment on these, at least to get push rods safe. Then I can get all this oil off my hands. We'll see what the intake prep entails. And go from there. Yeah, it was a bit of a crunch to move that. And it is still raining. I can still hear the rain just going at the town out there. Like, good grief. Do, 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 do. Oh, wrong way. Oh, that rocker's wonked. Okay. Trying to wonk itself again. And that should make it unwonkable. Alright. We'll deal with that once I get the feeler gauges in and I get a better idea of what the hell these people are trying to say. Please send some heat next week. That might actually be nice next week. I think we can at least get started on the, like, putting the intake together at least. Before we, mount it. Like, I'll mount in your, wait, what? And tomorrow we have, our, MRE. What the hell is it? Where's it? Oh, yeah. Macaroni and, the hell was it? Hold on. Oh, yeah. Chili Mac. That's right. Yeah. Chili Mac MRE tomorrow night. Actually, starting about this time tomorrow night. And about 10 minutes from now tomorrow night. That all off there. It is everywhere. Everywhere you want to be. Okay. Move that way. Hey, depending on which way you spin it, the ring gear may or may not spin. I just had to go the other way. One of them wasn't really moving great. But, we'll see how it works out. Let's see. That doesn't sound right for setting a gap. You shouldn't be setting it in the middle of a stroke. Yeah. So I'll check that out. I can't imagine they got something that weird going on. Intake. Number 34, number 33. To the front of the room, please. You can't drive without a license. Really? Just watch me. No, I bet I can. What is 33? Is that just a plug? Oh, it's a breather? Yeah, that must be the PCB breather. Okay. Number 34. Wow. 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 Slightly. That's about the same. Okay. Alright, so here's the little mesh filter in there. That is the. Oh, that's what I would assume is the PCV breather. So it's just a regular breather instead of a actual like vacuum system on it, I guess. Does this fit? Thank you. Where's that big ass wrench at? Huh. Where'd the one wrench go? Jack Attack, you've been screwing around with my tools again. I'm gonna tell you about touching my tool. Well, I'll be kajiggered. Hold on. Yeah. Do boom. One of these fit. Nice. Break it like they used to put an electric motor on the crank and spin until all the little eye spots work themselves. Yeah, yeah. That's definitely one way to do it. I guess that's good enough. Probably gonna leak anyway. Number 34. That have a seal of some sort. It does. That is a flathead or a wrench. We'll just go with the flathead. They gotta get used for something. I don't know why they exist anymore, really. Like, uses a flathead, but that's just straight out the back. Oh, see? Okay. Good. And flip it over. Thread recommended to use sealant at the same time to install the screw. Okay. Well, what number is that there, boss? Number 35. Number 35. May I see you out front? Alright. They would like us to apply a thread sealant, which makes me wonder why I didn't put any there. But okay. Fine. I'm just gonna dip my toes. You're not gonna need much. Figures I just threw an old one of these away. I'll just use. I'll just use this. Give me a little bit. Just give me a little, man. Here's a little, man. Just a little bit. That's plenty of the rest will spread. There. And this goes, I guess, right in the only hole it can go. And this goes towards the back. And, sorry, I never did bring an adjustable wrench up here. Cool. Now we have an inlet outlet. This pipe connection shall be tied with a rope to prevent what? This pipe connection shall be tied with a rope to prevent water leakage. What? Link to cylinder block. Okay, so that plugs in right there. So we're not going to put that in yet, but we will at least get the hose, and I shall be tied with rope. Maybe they mean clipped on there like a zip tie, but I mean, like, whatever, dude. Like, these motherfuckers are Wait. Next stream, Scruff paints his nail. No, why would I paint my nails? I used to, like, I think for like 6 months of my life when I was like 18 or 19, I painted my pinky black for a little while because that was cool. Yeah. Yeah, you want to bring it back out here a little bit? Yeah. Kind of keep missing. Good call there, Norman. Yep. Doing secret work off screen. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Okay. You don't have to scream at me. Nah, we're good. We are good. Let's see. So, yeah, that's the gasket pack. That's the valve covers, which are definitely not putting them on. There's some hose. Wood. Let's see. Which hose are we talking about? Should be this stuff here. It's 3x5. Guessing that's 3x5. About 5. But that's about 3. Mm-hmm. 3x5. Like when I say sometimes you gotta spin on it, like I'm fucking serious. Get that out of the way. Move that. Okay. That's a double barb. That should be good. Good. And that is going to go there. We can cut that now. Right at my thumb. Okay, right at that. Okay. Let's see where to cut it in relation to the intake. All right. Check it. Wow. I hope they got some thick ass intake gaskets. Holy shit. Oh boy. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. What do we got after that? Other than installing it. Yeah, other than installing it. Alright, we can put the carburetor on top. That doesn't need to be on the engine to be installed. Move that. I can use this now. Clean that off the screwdriver. It's all purple. What's that? Look up. Oh, a bleed nipple. Bleeding of the nipples. Wow, we are way past top of the hour. Well, let me get something to drink. You could just buy a driver's license at the post office back in the day. They're top smooth. Top of the hour Tuesday, everybody. Appreciate you hanging in there with us. Mouse. Mousey mouse. Mouse. Back over here. All right. And yes, I do actually see intake spacers. Good. All right. Anyway, let's get that carburetor on there. Did we miss a step or something? Because I'm seeing headers installed on this. Like they forgot to tell you to install the headers, I guess. Because when we were installing the rocker rails, there's a picture of the headers on the block. All right. I mean, I'm going to wait to do that anyway. That's like one of the last things you do, just so that they're not in the way of everything, you know, having the pipes out. But okay. All right. So which direction does this want? So that's the back of the engine. That's sitting like that. It wants the carb adjust on this side. All right, where is the carb adjust? Well, the carber 8 tour. That's. It looks like a little 4-barrel, but it's just the actual bit in the middle. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Close, open, close. Very shiny. Shiny. And I guess there's an adjustment. Yep. Something you can. There's the fuel adjustment right there. It's kind of closed right now. Okay. Okay. Okay then. You want to adjust it there? Okay then. We're going to adjust it. Okay. Seems like that's awfully long. That's weird, but okay. So this wants the arm on that side. A big chunking ass screw on this side. I'm just looking to verify. Now, actually, the picture. See, who knows? Now I'm wondering because in the pictures it shows it on the other side, like the photographs. But if the photographs were taken in like selfie mode, all right. So we'll go with it going this way. Yeah. All right. Yes, that is a fake 4-barrel, indeed. All right, where's the gasket pack? Got 2 gaskets and a torque spacer, or whatever spacer you want to call it. Super thin gaskets. You know what? Since we're only going to be able to put this on once with these delicate gaskets, I'm going to slide over here. I'm going to switch cameras back to front view, but I'm going to take a quick look. We'll take a quick coat break. I want to see a video of this to see which. Ooh. Nuts actually just came off. Hold on. But I want to see an actual video or proper picture that I know isn't like a selfie picture. Because we're only going to be able to use these gaskets once. Ooh. So let me take a quick look here. Where's the mouse? That up. Let's do a little bit of this. Yeah, while we're waiting. Cison, Universe, engine V8 picture. Engine DIY. They have the they have their picture, which is the product picture. And there's the real life picture. Oh, they're using something totally different for fuel on that motherfucker. Okay, so they have it the way the instructions show it. Okay. All right, commercial breakover. What are we doing? Lego cam. All right. Where the mouse is. Blue. There. All right. Let's see. So they had it, yeah, with this on this side the way I was going to put it on there. So we'll do that. What screws are we using here? Scrolling. Number 16. 16. Number 16. 6 pieces of silver. Alright. We only need 4. Oh, there might be something on top of that. So we have 4, then there's 2 more. I'm guessing if maybe there's where a filter goes, if we have one. Who fucking knows? Anyway. Let's put that guy right there. That's just a piece. That's an actual PCB. Like it's even got a freaking VIA in it. In the center. That's funny. Alright. Drop that. Cool, cool. There we go. I'll put the spike through the center there. It's always fun when you have 4 pieces to line up with 1 screw. Saw says I drink tequila neat. Reposado, anyone? Yeah, I saw that bottle. Getting a little skinny there. Well, that fits very well. Closest one to us. Are we actually on camera? Not sort of. Hold on, let me try to get this one in, and I can kind of move it. Ooh. Ooh. Not sure if I got it. Blang. Yep, must have, because it didn't just fall off. Alright, cool. There's one. Jeez, will you quit that shit? That's not good for the gaskets either. Now that one's just way out of whack. Oh my god. The gaskets are getting hung up on the spacer. And when you try to move the other one gets hung up on the other one. What an asshole. Well, because it just wouldn't stay still. Everybody be cool now. Everybody be cool like Fozzie. Oof. Alright. Good grief. Sorry about that. The monk is here. Yes, there is a chippy. What's up, bud? Alright, that should be. Phew, I failed math so many times at school, I can't even count. What time is it? Oh, yeah, okay. We're getting close. We are in the final hour, so it is valid time to talk about dropping shit on the floor. It's also a valid time to talk about food. I will be doing hamburger helper this evening. Why is there a fitting directly in the way of the fucking screw? God. Anyway, yeah, I'll be doing hamburger helper tonight. I have cheeseburger macaroni. Haven't had that in a little while. I also have Cajun chicken Alfredo as leftovers, but I won't be. I'm not going to tap into those until tomorrow. So here's where we're at. From what I can tell, yeah, these do actually like cross flow. It's interesting. You don't want to crank these fuckers down either. Just very snug. Carburetor, yes. I did steak and chips earlier. Like steak and freedom fries, you mean? Yeah, because to you, chips are crisps. Chips are crisps, and French fries are chips. Right? Yeah, like fish and chips. Right. Gotcha. Chips are nice, but too brown without being crispy. Did it taste like old oil? Do you think like maybe the oil was a little old or something? Because I notice that sometimes like they'll get be brown but not crispy, and it's because like the oil was kind of old, so it's just brown oil. Get that around here every once in a while when people quote forget to change their oil in the fryers. Want to see if I have a tightly fitting Allen key for these. Not even close, brother. And those are all Torx bits. Alright, so whatever I have is whatever I have. And it seems I miss it. There are 3 outs. It's not, this doesn't fit awesomely. That one, and probably the one on the handle. There's the handle. That's the medium one. So those just don't fit great. Alright, so we'll just use this. Is it this one? No, it's this one. Damn, the rain is still whapping the window in front of me. Good lord. Tight. Oh, I'm sorry, very snug. Very snug. Sorry, keep drifting off camera. Very snug. And very snug. This was that way. Fuel inlet. Do, 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 do. I'm not going to make that super tight because I don't know if we need to put it at a specific angle. But it looks like the intake's pretty good there. Exaggerated. Hey, stream boo. Whoop whoop. Oh, I love you, baby. All right, go away. Anyway. All right, then once it's set to distributor. can skip that. We can go down to the, and skip putting that on. See, install fan idler mounts oil pump base support. All right, let's work on the front of the engine a little bit. We'll get some stuff mounted up front. We're going to skip the distributor until we get these adjusted, so that should be next week. But we can continue, and I think we're using this little guy right here. Is it this one, or is there another pulley? Because that's got quite... Oh, look at that. There's one more. Hey, asshole. Got this little guy right here. Compression. Might let me scoot my chair up, over, push that up. What time is it? Missed the 4:20 again. All right. Cheers, everybody. Happy 420. No, most modern cars do not have carburetors. Some trucks may, but by this point, most trucks are fuel injected as well. Carburetors are getting harder to find on anything other than small engine, small equipment. 21 and 22. 21. Oh. This is not that collar. 22 is this tiny S. Washer. She's filthy. That gets turned around that way. With the number 23. Now, maybe we do bring that with us. Yup. Yep. Drop that on there. That little brass bushing. Using that as a bit of a spacer. I have no idea what that is. Guess we'll figure that out. That is a weird looking picture or something. Let's see. Let's find a key for this. Not even close, brother. There we go. Install into hole. Hope threads work. Hey. Ooh, carburetor in American English and carburetor in British English. Could be said that European rigs lowered the carb intake. It could. That's supposed to spin. Okay, alright, now we're good. All right. Click. Alright, still spins. That's good. There's a screw. That's the set screw for the carburetor. It says question mark, some plate. Not that. I guess it's the oil pump mount plate. It's not this whole thing, is it? No, because this comes later. Shouldn't be this. Unless they change something again, but that looks like just pipe clamp, not that. What do we got here? We got the valve covers. This kind of just pop out. This can kind of come out so we can get a better look at it. That's oh, look at that little guy. Okay, that come out and sit there. So we're getting thin on parts here. There's two tiny, I have no idea what those are for. There's the headers. Guess we'll see if this weird shape thing has been with the gasket pack. Oh, there it is. Okay. Cool. Good. That means it's not missing. It's not some weird redesign. That apparently is important for the oil pump. That is the brackets. The brackets! Hey, that's those other two silver screws that matched the carburetor. These go. Right there. Let's see. Oh, there's oil coming out of something somewhere. Oh. Oh, I don't have the drain plug in. Damn. Where's the drain plug at? Seriously, where's the drain plug for this thing at? Is there a separate drain plug for it? Alright, well, just soak up the oil then. That's fine. Alright. I don't want to be starting with a bunch of extra oil anyway. French, where's that toast? Over here. 16, that was that this one? No, that was the tiny French toaster. Okay, and this goes in this orientation. Ooh. Got it. Don't sweat it, y'all. We got it. We got it. Come on. Come on, buddy. You can do it. Game over, man. Game over. Click. Damn rain. Click. Cool. Good torque, good torque. Alright. Please remove the two silver water mouth. What? Please remove the two silver water mouths. The two water mouths. Huh? I don't think there's any water mouths installed yet. No, there aren't. That's weird. Like, we don't have any nozzles. Is that another step that was missed? Like, was that with the exhaust? Apparently, there's supposed to be water jackets up here already. But then they tell you to remove them? I don't know. Alright, let's just get this fucking thing on there. And man, they do not make this easy to even see what the hell they're trying to make you do. I don't think it's this pump. This one? That's the oil pump there, I would say, but that's different than the one in the picture. We have this one here. Oh, okay, this is what we're looking for, but this is a different design. This has the correct bracket on it. Oh boy. See, update their instructions or something. What's up, booze? Where does this go? I feel like we're supposed to be seeing another piece somewhere. Yeah, these instructions below. Okay, so I don't even see that pump. Whatever pump there, like, unless there's something different here. Like, I don't see, like, there's no inlets or outlets really here. I mean, obviously it would have to go in some sort of direction like this. But there's no bracket for it, so I'm guessing there's a bracket somewhere. It's not going to go over here. But the man, right, man. Like, what the fuck is that? It has this here. There are holes in okay, there's holes in the block, okay, so that goes right there. But there's still no like water stuff for it. But that's where it goes. Looks like we're gonna have to do something weird with the oil pump. With that bracket. That might make wait till now I'm full of oil again. Alright. Two pieces number 18. It's like two silver little guys. Little guys. Little guys. Hello everyone. Calling from the planet Mars. Bring boobies. Alright. I don't know what that was. That was weird. Anyway, let's see. Okay. Just another update. Or they missed another step. What is that? Well, this, yeah, that gear will face outside. What size is this? Let's see. We got a torque spit that'll fit. Yes, we do. Okay. Is there with those two screws. And then something that says number F. Guess we'll see what number F is, because that's in the general area, it seems. Like, I'm not going to tighten these, because I may seek further guidance on this, since this is being weird. There's a loose screw there. Oh, maybe that's what number F. What is number F? Is there an F? There's one piece, 2.5 by 5 by 4. Guess that's that one right there. Please remove fixing the F screw secure with water. I have no idea. All right. Find something that fits this little fella. Silver water mount J5. I have no idea. Let's see. Silver water mouths J5 eyes on the pump. There's like little tiny holes there, but they look like screw holes unless they're going to be like tiny banjo. Oh, there's some tiny banjo fittings there. Okay, that might be what it is. I need a small Phillips. How small is it? Good fit. Well, that's what she. Oh, that's also what she said. Whoop. How you doing? You going good? You going in there? Okay. It's barely in there. Holy shit. Really? These are barely in there. Barely. More oil everywhere. There. There. Yeah. No, right. Yeah, that's the spot. That's just a really shite fit. Alright. That's in there. I feel like that's going to be sporting a lot of this because there's like barely a thread. It feels like going into this block. Yeah, like it's not even going in. It's just stopping right there. If those can't be the correct screws. These 5mm. Yeah, these got to be bigger. These got to be bigger screws. These aren't like big enough. Even okay. I don't even think the diameter is correct. What did it call for? It's 18. Two pieces, 2.5 by 5. What is this one? 6 pieces, 2.5 by 7. Hey, like that sounds like that's what it wants, but I don't see that going right there. They want this in a different spot? The hell is that going to work with this? What in the world are these people doing? Or is this just like the redesign, but did they not include the correct screw for the redesign? Pop that little guy out. If we put it here, yeah, like that doesn't work. That matches the picture of the engine. You use those screws in step 24. Yeah, that's weird. No, those I used number 2. Those were 12mm. So is this another typo for the screw size, or did they update this pump but not update the hardware? The oil pump is definitely that other one, not this one. Where the hell is it? Oh, here. Even this is, that's about right. Yeah, if we hold it like that. That's the oil pump itself is correct. This is the water pump. This water pump is, it's different. Oh, these are just, oh yeah, hold on. Are these actually 5? These are 4 millimeters long. So there's your problem. Those are 4 millimeter. What number are these? It says 18. These are only 4 millimeter. So that's a problem there. And why is that? Because I sure as shit can't just start grabbing other screws at this point. Just gonna have to grab more and more screws. Wait, what was that screw I was missing? Oh yeah, so I'm gonna put that one screw right there. What were we missing those 2 screws? Like something was, oh no, they were threaded differently. That's right. Another update. They threaded these holes on the timing cover differently, but didn't update the hardware. So they changed this oil pump, didn't update the hardware. So I'll just have to get some more of that from downstairs. I'll have to just grab that whole pack and bring it up here because it seems like we're probably going to need it. Love it. Is this, why did that just stop? Yeah, it's pumping. There's something in there that's trying to pump something, so. Alright, well, I think we're going to go ahead and call it here, because I'm going to have to sort out why we're having hardware issues, and just get our own hardware. It would seem that's probably a good idea. Let's put those there, because it sucks, but that's fine. We'll get it worked out. Yeah, it's like we got an old, some mid-revision parts case and a new revision engine. And obviously Stirling Kit isn't going to be any fucking help because, yeah, that's just fucking dumb. So yeah, we're obviously on our own on this. So, but we'll get it sorted out. (18x2) on side of pump now. F screw towards top of pump. Yeah, that's the ones I had. The F screw worked fine, but the F screw goes into a hole that is completely different. That doesn't. Oh, hold on. Norm's got a stretch on. But the mounting system is completely different than what's they're showing in the picture. And the pump is set up a lot different too. Oh shit. Oh, because the pump in the picture has inlets on one side and outlets on the other. Like 2 up, 2 down. This has someone on the side and 2 up. So that's completely different. Let's see, if we mount this the old way, where does the outlet end up? Alright, it ends up right there. So I'll have to check some more videos and pictures to see, if we're just some mid-revision bullshit going on here or what. Would have sucked to have ordered the kit and live where it's hard to get miscellaneous parts. Yeah. What's up, Pancake Man? We're actually just winding it down, as we're just getting a little frustrated with pictures that don't match hardware that doesn't seem to exist. And revisions that apparently were midway through. Because this pump doesn't exist on the instructions. But the engine has two different spots to put it for mounting. Even if we put it there, like how the fuck would that even... Like I don't think this would even be possible to fit here. No, like it is impossible to put that there. It's obviously not going to be like that. Like it has to go there. So we're just going to have to get the proper threaded screws, that's all. Who knows, maybe 4 mils were mixed into the 5mm bin. It'll happen. Like, but alright. So I'll just grab the miscellaneous parts bin, bring it up here for next week. And we'll get all this sorted out so that we may progress. Let's just do that, and that. All right, cool. Gonna have to clean up a little bit. We got MRE night tomorrow night. Let's put that over there for now. Move that there. Throw this at your mom. Let Freddie Jr. guard the engine. There we go. There. And that button. Oh, I'm going to double down on that one a little bit. Not a dangerous disease, but misery making. That's fun. Yes, that is a face hugger. Mm-hmm. We have customized screws with smaller screw heads in the later stage. If you want easier disassembly in the later stage, you can contact... Oh my god. Yeah. You can contact us somehow. Yeah, I'm not going to wait like weeks for... I don't know what they mean by easier disassembly. That's weird. Customized screws with smaller screw heads. Yeah, I have no idea. We'll just use what we got. Because who knows if that still would work and how long, and it'd probably be like $500 with the tariffs nowadays. So I'll get that sorted for us. No problemo. You can contact us, but we won't reply. Yeah, there's that too. And, you know, Sterling, just fucking stellar. Is it wrong? I fancy one of those ration packs I got when I was in military training. No, I don't think so. Like, some of them are really good. And, like, you know, good foods, good foods. So, do you have to use miniature water, smaller atoms for the cooling? Yeah, I have special small water on order. It's kind of on back order though. I guess I think there was a little people convention down south, so they needed a lot of it. But yeah, I definitely have them. Josh says I've had some MREs and they are pretty good. Some of them are pretty good. Some of them are not great. But so far, all of these military ones have been pretty good. At least, I mean, the spaghetti wasn't awesome, but it was fine. Atheum is a non-profit organization. Yes, that is very true. But yeah, I'm hungry, so I'm gonna go make some hamburger helper and pet my cat because she's freaking out on the other side, like she tends to do. So, oh, what's up, Frank Neto Betty? Did I miss? Oh, wow. Oh, okay, you just got here. Yeah, we are actually just on the way out the door. Sorry, sir. Hey, what's up, Renex? But yeah, I'm gonna close it down, go get something to eat, And I will see everyone tomorrow night for dinner. So again, thank you. Okay. Thank you for hanging out and be groovy to each other. And I am out of here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.